A question I frequently get asked is whether you and your business partner should own the business 50-50. When you own a business in a 50-50 structure, every decision that has to be made, especially the most important decisions, have to be made unanimously. 3 or 4 times a year, I typically get a phone call or an email from one of the owners of the company. There's a significant decision that needs to be made, but they can't agree with each other. In those deadlock situations that get very tense, what I've seen is typically people get more and more entrenched in their positions, and it becomes much harder to negotiate a resolution. A lot of times I have people who say, well, I'm going into business with my spouse, with my significant other, with my childhood friend. We've known each other for 40 years. We trust each other. We want to do a 50-50 ownership structure. And there is a way that you can approach a 50-50 ownership that reduces some of this risk of a deadlock. The way we do that is, in the agreement between the owners, we draft what's called a Russian roulette provision. If you're a corporation, it's going to be in your shareholders agreement. If you're a limited liability company, it's going to be in your operating agreement. There will be a provision in the agreement that says what the parties are going to do when there is a deadlock. Typically that provision will contain some preliminary efforts to resolve, so maybe a timeline of 10 days or so for the parties to try and negotiate a resolution. Sometimes it might contain a provision that if they can't resolve it through negotiation, they might then move to a mediation. But the meat of the Russian roulette provision is the ability for one owner to make an offer to buy out the other owner. For example, if you're in a deadlock with your business partner, you can make an offer to buy them out at a certain purchase price. But the twist is, when your business partner receives that offer, they also have a choice. They can either accept the offer and allow you to buy them out, or they can flip the offer and they can buy you out on the same terms and at the same purchase price. And this keeps each of the owners honest because it prevents a lowball buyout offer. The other effect or impact of having a Russian roulette provision is that it provides some additional leverage for negotiation among the owners when there's a deadlock. So each owner knows that if they can't resolve the deadlock through negotiation or perhaps through mediation, that there's always this possibility in the background that a buyout offer is going to come, and they'll either have to accept the offer or flip the offer. The other partner also knows that at any time they can make that offer as well, and so it does provide a little bit different landscape for trying to resolve a deadlock. Drafting a deadlock provision with a Russian roulette provision into a shareholders agreement or an operating agreement, it's almost like putting a prenuptial agreement in place. It sets up a process and a procedure for perhaps resolving a deadlock, but also a reasonable process for buying out one owner if you still can't come to terms with each other. I'm Joel Ankney. I'm a business attorney. I help people start, run, buy and sell businesses. If you have any comments or questions about this topic or about another topic related to the legal issues involved in starting, running, buying, or selling a small business, leave a comment below or contact me through my website. Stay tuned for more videos to answer questions I frequently get asked about small businesses.